Mr. Bob Deeth.
Thank you very much. My name is Bob Deeth. I'm very proud to be your NDP candidate for Pitt Meadows and Maple Ridge. This election is about change. Change for Canada and change in Maple Ridge and Pitt Meadows. Now, I've lived in this community for 14 years and I've raised my 5 children here. And during those years, I've been a passionate advocate for arts and culture. I'm the executive director of Music BC, and I'm a director of the ACT Arts Centre board. I also own a successful small business. I've also become very concerned with the direction this country has gone in. Under Stephen Harper, we've watched seniors, the people who built Canada, be unable to get the home care they need and to afford life-saving medications. Many Canadians do not even have access to a family doctor. That is unacceptable. I'm frustrated to see homelessness reach crisis levels in our community while our federal government does nothing. As a New Democrat, I believe that every Canadian should have access to safe and affordable housing. And for a decade, Stephen Harper has made it harder for the middle class to thrive while giving huge tax giveaways to the rich and to large corporations. I don't want my children to inherit a Canada that I don't even recognize. Canada is ready for change. Tom Mulcair's plan for a $15 per day childcare and a small business tax cut will stimulate our economy and help families. New Democrats will restore Canada's environmental reputation. We will deliver clear, science-based review processes so that industry can thrive in our country. A clean environment and a strong economy can go hand in hand. Our vision for Canada is one where we invest in our children and our youth and respect and support our seniors. I believe in hope, not fear. I'm proud to be on the New Democrat team and ask for you to vote for me, Bob Deeth, on October 19th. Thank you so much. Conservatives have gutted the environmental protections of our air, our land, our water, and they're in budgets. Okay? They've hidden them in budgets. 2.5 million rivers, lakes, and streams that were protected are now in danger, including some of our local waterways. Scientists working on environmental research have been muzzled or fired.
Yes.
Coast Guard stations have been shut down. Tom Mulcair is committed to protecting our environment. We will rebuild our gutted environmental laws. We believe that we can have a strong economy and protect our environment. We will restore our damaged international reputation and rise to our international climate change obligations. We will reinstate the Coast Guard in Vancouver and our coastline. We will kickstart our clean energy sector. We will invest in transit and help our cities to reduce their emissions. So thank you so much. One thing I wanted to say, it is National River Day, which is really great. I was just down at Conacker Creek, witnessing firsthand the challenges that the people working with our rivers and streams have. And with these cutbacks to environmental protection, cutbacks to our environmental laws, what we're dealing with is making it very difficult for the people on the ground to actually do what they need to do. The big difference, I think philosophically, between the Conservatives and the NDP are we believe that you can have a clean environment and a strong economy at the same time. They believe that they're mutually exclusive, that you can't have a strong economy because every time we bring up the environment, they say, well, it'll cause jobs. Well, you know what? Clean energy creates new jobs.
Yeah.
The dependence on fossil fuels and large handouts and subsidies to fossil fuel companies, all that does is take money out of taxpayers' hands, where we could put that into $15 a day childcare and other programs that will help middle class and other Canadians. Thank you.
All right, our final speaker is Mr. Deeth.
Bill C-51 is one of the worst surveillance acts in the Western world, period. Okay? It's taken away our fundamental rights and freedoms that our parents and our grandparents fought for in Canada. Okay? This is what we fought for, is freedom. So you can give in to the fear of the Conservatives, or you can vote for the NDP, and we will repeal. It's one of the first things we're going to do, is repeal Bill C-51. This is a terrible bill that actually, if you guys go out, what's the definition of terrorists? I think it's more about domestic opposition than it is about terrorists.
Yeah.
And wrapping it up for us, Bob D.
I agree 100%. Our international reputation has been tarnished. We were peacekeepers. We will not engage in global issues on climate change right now. Our aid budget has dropped to 0.24% of GDP. That's less than most OECD countries and well short of the UN target of 0.7% of GDP. That cost us a seat on the UN Security Council and the East Asia Summit. Harper skipped the climate summits and is the only country that is weakening climate targets. Harper cut 8 of the poorest African countries from aid, shifting to countries who would sign free trade agreements. Harper has created red tape and policies that are keeping the Syrian refugees out of Canada. We will meet our global climate change requirements. We will take immediately 10,000 refugees to meet our UN obligations and no limit on sponsored refugees. We will restore, the NDP will restore Canada's reputation, focusing on peacekeeping, prosperity, and progressive principles. We will reverse decades of liberal and conservative cuts to global aid. Thank you. Here today and sharing your priorities with me and our opponents. I want you to know that I'm listening to the voters, and if elected, that's exactly what I will continue to do. Whether it's kickstarting our manufacturing sector, helping small businesses, investing in local infrastructure, building a national child care program, or increasing retirement security, I'm proud to be on Tom Mulcair's NDP, and we have a workable plan to help local families. The NDP will balance the budget, stimulate the economy, and create jobs by asking corporations to pay a little bit more to pay their fair share. That's something that Justin Trudeau is not willing to do. Only Tom Mulcair and the NDP have the leadership and experience to get the job done. My friends, I'm very excited to be part of change in this country. I've been a lawyer for 25 years, I've lived in this community for 14 years, and I know that I have the skills and passion to be a strong advocate for our community and the citizens, and all our citizens in Ottawa. With your support, we can defeat Stephen Harper's Conservatives and repair the damage done right here in Pitt Meadows and Maple Ridge. In this election, in this riding, voting for me and the NDP is the only way that we can defeat Stephen Harper. To do that, I need you. Thank you. On October 19th, I ask for your vote. Together, we can elect Tom Mulcair as our Prime Minister and make history in Canada. Thank you.